I love this game, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it 3 or 4 times now. But what I love even more is good DLC, and the addition of Alan Wake was mid. Today's video, we'll be going over 4 survivors that should have replaced Alan Wake. Not really should have, but more just ideas, concept. I am no way a developer, and no offense to all my wakey, eggs and bakey fans out there. The Flashlight Man has cool perks, just design wise it's not for me. Let's get into some other survivors that I think would be cooler. Number 4, Lara Croft.
Let's split up. I'll look for signs of Lopez.
If you see my last video, one of the perk ideas was to utilize her ice axe as a part of a climbing mechanic in Dead by Daylight. When I think of survivors, Lara Croft embodies that idea. I don't know if any of y'all played any of the games, but this girl's resilience, her ability to overcome things is just off the chart. It's insane. Besides the Mountaineer perk that I discussed in my previous video, I highly recommend. Her other perks can revolve around her ability to craft, as well as always finding an exit. Her aesthetic, I think it'll suit Dead by Daylight well. My last reason for wanting Lara Croft is because Fortnite did a really great job of implementing her in the game as a skin, and I think Behavior can do something similar. And also I checked online, a lot of people do want Lara, and I think that's so dope because she's an icon, way more iconic than wakey, eggs and bakey. Number 3, Clementine from Telltale's Walking Dead.
I'll see you in hell. You'll be there for a good long time before I show up.
I don't mind waiting.
If this was a personal list, Clementine would have easily made number 1 for me, but I wanted to remove bias and incorporate characters that more players would actually use. I know I could have easily done Rick or Daryl or Michonne, but these characters, I feel like they're overrepresented in the gaming sphere. We see they just added them to Call of Duty, but they've been in Fortnite for a while. And outside of Clementine's own games, she doesn't get much representation, and I think that's sad. And I think her perks revolve around her ability to overcome fear, being mentally strong, and able to adapt to a variety of different situations. Trust me, I know by the end of season 4 she's at least 17, but we could always say that in the DBD universe, or prior to getting taken by the entity, she aged up a bit. I digress though. Clem has a lot of dope drip. I think she would have some fire costumes. I think her, like I said, it's about Lara Croft, her aesthetic and her design. She'd suit Dead by Daylight well, and she'd sell for sure. I mean, she'd make big bucks. Maybe there's just a bias talking, all right? Clem is like one of my favorite characters of all time. I'm not even streaming YouTube. I even streamed like the whole first season of The Walking Dead on this channel years ago, like during COVID. Man, that's crazy. Number 2, the mystery gang from Scooby-Doo.
3rd level, lots of luck.
It was hard not to add the Scooby gang in the number 1 spot, but when I think of survivors in a horror franchise, the OGs, Freddy, Daphne, Velma, and Shaggy, and of course Scooby come to mind. Although I don't think Behavior would add Scooby into the game, I think they would allow one character to represent the franchise and then give alternate skins for everyone else. Kind of like the way they handled the Resident Evil DLC. And honestly, after giving it some thought, Shaggy would be a dope rep. In many ways, he is just as iconic as Scooby because they're best buds, and 9 times out of 10, they're always seen doing things together on screen. A way to incorporate Scooby into Dead by Daylight would to make a perk reference him, or man, a Scooby charm would be so dope. And in the case of our playable character, Shaggy's perk names can be Zoinks, Scooby Snacks, and Scooby-Doo, where are you? Over here. Like, bro, come on now. W voice actor. But I'm not gonna lie, that last perk better be the best aura reading perk in the game. Like, that'd be crazy. And charms for this could easily be the mystery van, the mystery ink symbol, and as well as Scrappy Doo. I think Scrappy would be a cool charm. And last but certainly not the least, in our number 1 spot, we have 11 from the Stranger Things universe. When I think of most wanted characters in Dead by Daylight, it's hard not to mention 11. She's such an icon for her franchise, and I think the fact that she made it in Smite before debuting in Dead by Daylight is crazy. And of course she was in Fortnite as well. Putting her in Dead by Daylight isn't that much of a stretch after seeing that the latest season is airing next year, and the license just recently returned to Dead by Daylight last year. For her perks, I hope that she interacts with the entity in ways that Cheryl Mason does. Now, I'm not saying that she needs to be Luke Skywalker and force push the killers off the map, but another perk similar to Repressed Alliance would be great. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if you limit this perk to only 11 and maybe Heather. And need I to mention skins? Everyone's gonna wear the Hellfire Club t-shirt, the short-haired pink dress with the blue jacket fit, or the roller rink fit. All 3 of those fits are just tough. Now, when I mentioned that iconic blue jacket fit, I'm not saying I want that version of 11 in the game. Of course, behavior will have to age her up. Just bring back that iconic fit. I think that is so dope. And these were the 4 characters that I wish came to Dead by Daylight instead of a Wakey Wakey, Eggs and Bakey. Let me know in the comment section down below how well this is and what I could have done better. I really do appreciate the support, and feedback is a must, so please do leave a comment, a like, or a dislike, you know. Either or works for me. And I'm out. Take care.